Spend the day off-roading in Moab with us as we tackle 7 Mile Rim and explore some of the most scenic terrain in the area. 7 Mile Rim is one of the more popular intermediate trails just north of Moab. The trail runs along the edge of Big Mesa and overlooks 7 Mile Canyon to the east and south. This is the type of trail where the terrain is constantly changing. Throughout the ride, you move between slick rock, soft sand, and rocky ledges, so it really feels like you're crossing several different landscapes all in one loop. About a quarter of the way into the trail, we took a quick detour to check out Uranium Arch, a natural sandstone bridge that sits just above the trail. It's a popular stop, and there were quite a few people hiking and climbing around the area. We grabbed a few photos and then continued on. One of the highlights of the trail is coming up on Monitor and Merrimac Buttes. These two giant sandstone towers were named after Civil War ships because they look like giant battleships rising out of the desert. The rock formations out here are made from layers of Entrada and Navajo sandstone that formed during the Jurassic period over 180 million years ago. What we were driving on was once part of massive desert sand dunes that eventually hardened into stone. Farther along the trail, we passed more unique rock features like pillars, balanced boulders, and slick rock bowls. The end of 7 Mile Rim connects with Mill Canyon Tusha Road, where we dropped down to Bartlett Wash Road and made our way onto Hidden Canyon Trail. This trail runs between the Blue Hills and Bartlett Flats and is rated moderate to difficult, but after finishing 7 Mile Rim, it felt like a pretty relaxed ride. One of the best surprises of the day was Hidden Canyon Overlook, which gives you a huge view out across the rugged canyon system filled with cliffs, layered rock, and desert brush stretching for miles. As we continued along Hidden Canyon Rim Escape, we had to keep an eye out for white paint that marked the trail. Eventually, that trail led us to Bartlett Overlook before connecting to Bunny Hop Scout Road, a fun little connector trail that winds through slick rock and sandy washes. From there, we dropped down to Blue Hills Road and started heading back toward camp. By the time we rolled back into our camp at Klondike Bluffs, we had logged just over 75 miles of riding and spent more than 7 hours exploring. It ended up being a full day of incredible views and constantly changing terrain, and it's easy to see why 7 Mile Rim is considered one of the must-do trails around Moab.